Hey yo, what's up G? It's Gains.byfenton here, and in this video I'm going to go over my 3-step formula for never gaining back the weight that you lose. There's a statistic that says that 95% of everyone loses a shit ton of weight, end up gaining that shit back, right? So in this video I'm going to be going over my 3 steps on how you can avoid that and some strategies and implementations that you can put into your life so that you are successful. The first step is going to be the identity shift, your foundation. The second step is going to be lifestyle anchoring and environmental design. My step 3 is going to be habit stacking for maintenance. That is systems that last. Then I'm going to follow that up with the mindset shift that changes everything, common maintenance mistakes to avoid, and then finally I'm going to give you my implementation strategy. So let's get into the video. Starting with step 1, the identity shift, your foundation. You need to change who you are, not just what you do. So it all starts with the mind. The mind is your CPU that is going to guide everything and all the actions that you do to success. You need to stop saying, I'm trying to lose weight. You need to start saying, I'm someone who takes care of their body. Positive affirmations and putting into existence to what you want to accomplish. You need to write down specific habits of the person you want to become. So fit people don't skip workouts, then binge later. That's some shit I want you to write down. Fit people don't use food as primary stress relief. Fit people don't avoid mirrors or dodge photos. Okay, these aren't habits that fit people will follow. Ask, what would a fit person do in decision moments? Act like that person consistently, even when you don't feel like it yet. Focus on identity alignment over perfection. Let's get into step 2, lifestyle anchoring. Make healthy habits so integrated that removing them feels weird. You need to start habit anchoring, attached to existing routines. For example, during your morning coffee, maybe you want to implement a 10-minute walk. During your lunch break, maybe you want to check food or your tracking app. Sunday evening could be the time where you plan meals for the week, all right? So you want to attach your habits to routines that you already implement during your life. Let's get into the physical environment design. Gym clothes are laid out nightly, healthy snacks at eye level in the fridge. You have your meal prep service delivery on auto order, walking shoes by front door, and then you have a scale visible in the bathroom. Basically, the idea is you are manipulating your environment so that you put yourself in a setting that's going to make you successful. So let's talk about social environment changes. You're going to follow fitness accounts instead of food porn. So instead of seeing shit or fucking food that you want to eat, you're going to actually surround your social media around shit that motivates you, not shit that's going to make you fucking binge and fall back into a sea of fucking turmoil. You're going to find friends who want to walk versus just grab drinks. You're going to join communities where healthy is normal. The idea is your environment needs to be stronger than your willpower, because at the end of the day, your environment will always fucking trump your will. So let's get into step 3. There's going to be habit stacking for maintenance. These are systems that are going to last for you. So let's talk about your daily maintenance routine. You're going to wake up, weigh yourself, and drink water. This is going to give you 2 minutes awareness without obsession. All right, it's going to set you up in a good frame of mind and a good path for the day. All right, get into lunch. It's going to be your body check-in, how your macros look at lunchtime, and then following that, you're going to adjust for dinner accordingly. Finally, evening can be the period where you lay out the next day work clothes. Let's talk about an example of your weekly maintenance habits, okay? Sunday will be meal planning and grocery ordering. Wednesday will be your midweek weigh check-in, okay? How are your goals? How are you progressing? Have you been on track? Friday is where you plan active weekend activities, hiking, basketball, anything that's going to make you active and get you off your ass where you're doing something that is going to burn calories and keep you in a deficit. Next in step 3 is your bounce back protocol, right? The game changer. So maybe you gained 3 pounds, right? You haven't been consistent. You then tell yourself, okay, I'm going to return to daily tracking for 1 week. The reset, to bounce you back and put you on the right path. Say you skip workouts 3 days. So the next step is to commit to 10-minute walks for the next 3 days. You have a stress eat weekend, so therefore you meal prep Sunday without guilt. The idea is to catch problems early so you don't wait until you gain 20 fucking pounds. This is the whole point. All right, so those are the 3 steps. Let's talk about the mindset shift that changes everything. From keeping weight off to being the person I want to be. Maintenance isn't restriction, it's freedom. Maintaining isn't something that puts you in a bind or make you constricted. It actually provides you with freedom, and this is how. Freedom to eat without guilt because you're consistent. Freedom to skip workout without panic because you're reliable. Freedom to enjoy food because you have established systems. You shift from I have to do this to I get to do this. I get to eat a full fucking pizza because I've been so dedicated on my workouts on my caloric intake, I've established this system that I get to enjoy a pizza and still look fucking incredible. So changing that mindset. Maintenance is equal to identity integration, not diet continuation. So you're changing your identity and you're integrating habits that are going to make you fucking successful. All right, now I'm gonna get into common maintenance mistakes that you need to avoid. Thinking you can return to old habits after hitting your goal. Stopping all tracking and awareness completely. Waiting too long to course correct whenever you skip something. Treating maintenance like punishment instead of a lifestyle. Not having a long-term support system. Trying to be perfect over consistency, okay? Having a full stretch where you're doing everything correctly and then you fuck off for 2 weeks, right? This is some things that you want to avoid when you are implementing maintenance. All right, so now I'm gonna finish off with the implementation strategy. You don't want to change everything at once. You want to focus on integration over intensity. It's not about trying to go balls on the wall. It's about slowly implementing habits that are going to change you in the long run, right? You have to wean yourself into the process. You're gonna build systems you can sustain forever. Create accountability without obsession. And then finally, you're gonna plan for slips and setbacks because they're normal. All right, that is part of the process. You're not gonna be perfect. You're gonna fuck up. But the important part is that you recognize when you fuck up and you bounce back from the fuck up. Okay, so this is my 3-step formula on how you can avoid being the 95 percentile of individuals who lose the weight that they want and end up gaining all that shit back. I hope this helped, bro, and I'll see you in the next one.